no older than 10, sits on the curb, his chin resting in his hands. His eyes, wide with wonder, follow the roar and flash of motorcycles as they thunder down the street. Each bike is a magnificent beast of chrome and leather, and to him, they are the most beautiful things in the world. He doesn't just watch them, he studies them, absorbing every detail, the curve of a handlebar, the glint of a spoke, the deep, guttural rumble of the engine. Later, in the quiet of his room, his fascination spills onto the pages of a worn notebook. His pencils race, sketching intricate designs of choppers and cafe races, each line a testament to his growing passion. When paper isn't enough, he scavenges his backyard for discarded metal, odd bits of plastic, and anything else he can find, piecing together small, imaginative models of his dream machines. One afternoon, holding up a small creation made from a tin can and bottle caps, he whispers his vow to the empty room, a promise filled with all the certainty a child's heart can hold. One day, I will be a biker, and I will have my own bike shop. This wasn't just a fleeting wish, it was the blueprint for his entire future, a dream forged in the simple, powerful world of a young boy's imagination. The path from a childhood dream to adult reality is rarely a smooth one, and Leo's journey was fraught with obstacles. His unwavering declaration was often met with gentle, patronizing chuckles from adults who saw it as a boy's fanciful phase. A bike shop? That's a big dream, little man, they would say, a smile playing on their lips, not understanding the steel-like resolve behind his eyes. Financial reality was another steep hill to climb. His family had little to spare, and the idea of saving for a real motorcycle, let alone a whole shop, seemed like an impossible fantasy. Every penny he earned from odd jobs was carefully set aside, but the jar filled with agonizing slowness. Technical setbacks became his constant companions. The old, discarded engines he tried to resurrect would sputter and die. The parts he meticulously cleaned would refuse to fit back together. There were moments of deep frustration, moments when the grease under his fingernails felt less like a badge of honor and more like a mark of failure. Through it all, however, his determination never wavered. Each setback was not a stop sign but a detour, a new problem to be solved. The laughter only fueled his desire to prove them wrong, and the empty wallet only made him more resourceful. His dream was not a fragile thing. It was a fire that burned brighter with every gust of wind that tried to extinguish it. Leo knew that passion alone wouldn't build his future. It needed to be sharpened with knowledge and skill. His perseverance became a quiet, relentless force. School libraries became his second home, where he devoured every book, manual, and magazine he could find on motorcycle engineering and mechanics. He traced diagrams of engines until he could draw them from memory. His notebooks now filled not just with dream bikes, but with the complex inner workings that brought them to life. He spent his weekends not with friends at the park, but in the alley behind his house, his hands covered in grease as he practiced on a rusty, forgotten motorcycle he had bought for a pittance. He learned the language of the machine, the clicks, the clunks, the purr of a well-tuned engine. He became a familiar shadow at the local bike repair shop, watching the seasoned mechanics with a quiet intensity. He observed how they diagnosed a problem with just a sound, the confident, efficient movements of their hands as they worked. He learned by watching, by asking questions when he dared, and by absorbing every piece of advice, every scrap of wisdom they were willing to share. It was a slow, painstaking apprenticeship, but with every bolt he tightened and every problem he solved, he was not just fixing old bikes, he was building himself. Years have passed, the boy is now a young man, his hands calloused, his gaze steady. An older Leo stands across the street from a small, deserted storefront. The windows are dusty, the for-lease sign faded and peeling at the edges. But Leo doesn't see the decay, he sees a future. He gazes intently at the large glass window, and in its reflection, he imagines a new sign being painted, the bold letters spelling out his name, Leo's Garage. He can almost hear the phantom roar of engines being tuned, smell the familiar scent of oil and polished chrome, and feel the hum of a lifelong dream finally taking shape within those four walls. The world around him fades into a soft blur, the sounds of the city muffled, leaving only the man and his vision. The camera slowly pushes in on his face, a faint, determined smile gracing his lips as the scene fades to black. A final message appears on the screen, a quiet truth that has been the driving force of his entire story. Every big dream starts in a small heart. Scene opens with a fast-paced montage. Upbeat, rhythmic music begins to play, slightly understated at first. A young Leo, grease-streaked but determined, is seen working late into the night. Sparks fly from a welding torch as he repairs a motorcycle frame. The scene shifts to him carefully counting a small wad of cash, tucking it into a worn-out showbox labeled Dream Fund. We see him studying complex engine diagrams under a single dim bulb, his brow furrowed in concentration. A quick shot shows a failed business attempt, a small, empty repair stall with a full lease sign. But the next shot shows him immediately back at it, undeterred, sketching designs for custom bikes on a notepad, a small, resilient smile playing on his lips. His hands are calloused, his nights are long, but his eyes burn with an unwavering vision. This isn't just about fixing machines, it's about building a future, piece by painstaking piece. The music swells, becoming brighter and more triumphant. The scene transitions to a sun-drenched morning. The camera pans across a gleaming glass storefront. A brand new sign, bold and proud, reads Leo's Moto Works. The doors swing open, revealing a pristine showroom floor. Rows of magnificent motorcycles, custom choppers, sleek sport bikes, and vintage classics shine under the bright spotlights, their chrome and paintwork reflecting the light like jewels. The air is filled with the scent of new leather and possibility. The first customers begin to wander in, their faces lighting up with awe and admiration as they browse the collection. Leo stands near the entrance, dressed in a sharp but simple mechanic's jacket. He doesn't say a word, but a profound sense of pride and accomplishment radiates from him as he watches his long-held dream become a vibrant, bustling reality. Every polished surface and every revving engine is a testament to his relentless effort. The music softens, becoming emotional and orchestral. The visuals become a series of rapid, poignant cuts. Suddenly, we flash back to a much younger Leo, a boy no older than 10, sitting on his bedroom floor, completely absorbed in drawing futuristic motorcycles in a tattered sketchbook. His childish drawings, full of imagination, are juxtaposed with the sleek, powerful machines in his showroom. The shot quickly cuts back to the present. Adult Leo, standing tall amidst his creations, a single tear of joy tracing a path through the faint grease mark still on his cheek. A warm, gentle voiceover says, "Dreams come true for those who never stop believing and working." The two images, the dream and the reality, merge into one powerful moment of fulfillment. The uplifting music returns, soaring to a crescendo. The scene shifts to a winding coastal road at golden hour. Leo, now looking completely at ease and filled with a quiet confidence, is seen riding one of his favorite custom bikes. The setting sun paints the sky in hues of orange and purple, casting a long shadow behind him as he cruises effortlessly into the horizon. He looks forward, a genuine, unburdened smile on his face, the wind whipping through his hair. He is no longer chasing his dream, he is living it. The scene holds on his silhouette against the sunset, a powerful symbol of freedom and success. As the music fades out, white text appears on the screen, simple and encouraging. Your dream is waiting for you.